All right, so today I'm joined by CFFC middleweight champ Aaron Jeffery. He just defeated Rex Harris. It was pretty dominant win actually. All 4 rounds you won. It didn't even need to go to the fifth. So I guess talk about it a little bit. How was the victory and the whole experience for you?
It was good, man. Yeah, like you said, I won all 4 rounds on all the judges' scorecards. I'm pretty happy with my performance. I mean, I wanted to finish, obviously, but I think I showcased some different skills in this fight. I think I had some nice boxing. I used my guards well. I landed some shots on the outside. Obviously, I was strong in the clinch. I got a couple takedowns. I threatened submissions. Yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, you really showed like your whole game there. Even secured a takedown later in the fight too. I was gonna ask you like later in the interview, but I guess we'll ask now. Were you kind of like kicking yourself when you got that easy double leg towards the end? Were you like, dang, I should have dropped down for a double leg sooner? Because I saw you going for like a couple single legs, body locks and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hindsight's always 2020, right? Like you always look back at
Mhm.
your fight and see things you could have done differently. But yeah, I think I probably could have wrestled him more. We expected him to be a better wrestler. I didn't think I was going to be able to take him down that easily. Like I know he's wrestled a lot in his last few fights and he looks really strong there. But yeah, I probably could have wrestled a little bit more and controlled him on the ground.
Yeah, you even brought that shirt, "Let's wrestle." Was that a sign to him at all? Like, I'm ready to go.
No, not really. I just kind of got that out of my pile of gym clothes for my warm-up shirt. But speaking of that, Let's Wrestle is a cool Canadian company, and they sent me a bunch of swag. Good company worth checking out. They got a lot of cool shirts.
For sure. Good plug there. Also, by the way, dude, I tried to buy one of your shirts from the
Oh, sick.
yeah, through the Instagram, but they didn't get back to me after I told them about
Oh,
PayPal. So I think I'll reach out to them again and see.
yeah. And reach out to them again, and if it doesn't work, I'll message the guy for you. But yeah, let's get you one of those shirts for sure.
For sure. Yeah, I need one of those mullet shirts.
Okay.
So back to the fight. He seemed to be like a little bit reactive in there. Is that kind of how you took it, or is it more like what you were doing that was kind of nullifying him?
I think probably that. Like I think I was controlling him pretty strong in the clinch, obviously, and I was pressuring him the whole fight. That was the game plan. Like I seen him slow down in some of his other fights. So the game plan was definitely like to pressure hard and slow him down, and I think I did that well. And it's hard, man, when you're fighting on the back foot. It's hard to get your own game plan going. So that worked out for me.
Yeah. So like you kind of shook your head a little bit after the fight. Did I misread that, or were you kind of like not too satisfied? Is it because of like he was kind of backing up, or tell me about that a little bit.
Well, I definitely wanted to finish, and I felt like it was getting pretty close in that fourth round. So maybe a little bit disappointed at the end, but no,
Hmm.
I think it was kind of just exhaustion at the end of the fight, which was why I was looking like that.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, because I was like, oh, he doesn't look too happy about the win, but I figured I would ask you about it.
Oh no, just so gassed, man, so gassed.
Yeah, I got you. Probably like also like you were just trying to finish that round, right? So it's probably just about that round you're a little bit reacting to in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Petrovsky, he said you look like what that guy Billy from
Yeah, the
Stranger Things.
lifeguard.
Have you ever heard that
Yeah.
before?
Only from him. When I fought Petrosky, he posted some photos of that guy after the fight and was saying I looked like him. But no, I've never been told that from anyone else.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I looked it up. Maybe I'll put like a picture of him in here, but you do kind
Yeah,
of look like him, so
yeah, got the same
I guess
style
it's a
going. A little
compliment.
mustache. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
handsome guy.
Say that again.
I said he's a handsome guy. It's not
Right,
a
right,
bad.
exactly. Not a bad comparison. Um, Another thing Petrovsky was saying actually though is that like you kind of seem to have like a little bit of a Diaz style to you. He was kind of saying you go like 80%, not too much committing to one specific thing, which sometimes people might kind of think that's a bad thing, but in my opinion, I thought it's kind of smart because when you overcommit to something, right, that leaves you the chance to get knocked out or something crazy. So do you agree with like the 80% kind of like Diaz style in a way? It's not exactly the same, but along those lines.
Yeah, for sure. Like not DSL in the sense of like I'm fighting the same way as them. They're using like a
Mm,
lot of outside boxing, but no, the pressure, the constant pace, the not like overexerting yourself. Yeah, I agree with all that stuff.
yeah. Is that something like that's a conscious effort that you've learned throughout your career, or Is that kind of something you've always had, like the I
No,
don't know
for
what do
sure.
you call it, IQ or something?
Yeah, definitely fight IQ, and it's always kind of been my style. Like I've always had a good gas tank, probably from like training hard and diet and my sleep's on point and all that stuff. But yeah, I've known that I've been able to kind of like push guys past their point of exhaustion. So yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. It works in the gym and it works in fights. So I think it's something that I can continue to keep doing.
Okay. And is it true what they say, like when you kind of seeing the guy breathing hard and with his mouth open, does that just like give you that extra energy to kind of go out there and push that much harder?
For sure, man. Like Petrovsky said it on the mic. He said like it's the best feeling in the world when you see your opponent start to break, and I agree 100%, man. And it happens often. I see that happening in fights, and I've seen that happen in this fight. You could see in the fourth round, I started to kind of really turn it on because I knew he was breaking, but didn't get the finish. But yeah, I think he was broken and it was coming.
Yeah. And I think an attribute to like breaking him later in the fight is your body work. So do you always do like has that always been a thing for you as well, going to the body and stuff? Because I was watching a couple other fights. That Brazilian guy, I think, with the last name Issa, you were landing some good body shots in that fight too, and you finished him later on. So
Yep.
yeah, just talk about your body work a little bit and how it's like gone so good.
For sure, man. Like those knees in the clinch, like it doesn't look like much on camera. Like when you're watching the fight, it doesn't seem like a lot, like short knees in the clinch and body punches and whatever. But like you can feel it sucking wind out of the guy. Like some of those knees are big, and I can feel them like driving through the guy. And yeah, I think that definitely helps with finishes later in the fight.
Okay, yeah, you did have a couple of knees there where I was like, dang man, but
Yeah.
what's it called? So, do you have any injuries like that after the fight, or are you pretty healthy? Your eyes maybe like a little bruised. Any cuts on there?
Mm.
Anything?
I don't know if you can see it now. There was a little
Yeah.
cut here. Didn't even get stitches. We just glued it, and it healed up pretty nicely already. My left foot was a little bit sore. I don't know why, but that's feeling better already. But no, man. Otherwise, I was pretty much unscathed.
Nice. Good for you, man. I was also from watching the fight, I kind of noticed, I think he cut you there. He stole your move a little bit. I noticed like early in the fight, he wasn't really he was kind of letting you get the head position in the
Hmm.
clinch, but I
Hmm.
noticed he started like squatting down a little bit and fighting back for the head position, and that's when he landed that elbow on your eye. I feel like he took
Yeah.
that from you a little bit halfway through the fight. He's like, "Damn, I'm gonna do this to him now."
Yeah, I got kind of lazy there. Like he put his frames up in my face, and I just kind of like sat there and ate three elbows in a row before I adjusted to it, which was kind of silly on my part. But live and learn.
Yeah, but I thought that was like really good by you on your end with the defense. Like when he had you against the cage earlier in the fight, you're squatting down, like getting to level head position, and I think that helped you maintain like bleeding in the first round because
Mhm.
it wasn't too much momentum he had because you're squatting down, you're still landing your shots and everything like that, and then when you turn him around, all of a sudden you notice like the difference because he had the bad posture and stuff like that, and your head was all in there. So it
For
seemed
sure.
like your control on the fence is solid for sure.
Yeah, since my amateur career, I've kind of like found this fighting style, and not a lot of guys do it. Like you don't really know of too many guys that like win fights in like that clinch range. Um, I don't even know how it became part of my game, but I started winning fights that way, and I've kind of just continued to like build on it and go with it, and it works, man. It breaks guys.
Nice. So you're what's it called? Chris Prickett was able to fly down. Did you have any other coach with you? Was it like two cornermen you had?
Yeah, I had two. Chris Prickett and Lyndon Whitlock. He owns Aegis MMA, which is in Oakville, Ontario. He's been my striking coach for I don't know how long now, probably about 7 years. But yeah, he came down with Prickett.
Nice. Was it difficult at all just having one coach like for the first couple of days, or did you have Prickett there the whole time?
No, actually, well, I went down to Philly on the Wednesday before the fight, and they both came down on Thursday. So no, I was with them pretty much right away.
Okay, got it. So you had your full team with you. That's perfect
Yep.
then. Because I was wondering about Jasmine and like when he had to fly down to Philly, but it sounds like he was able to make it on
Okay.
time.
Yeah, so he went home. So he Jazz fought the weekend before me, and then he went home for a few days to visit his daughter. and just check in on the guys at the gym and whatnot. And then him and Lyndon drove down to Philly. It's like a 7-hour drive.
Got it. So about the drive too, is there a reason why you guys prefer to drive instead of fly or anything like that?
Well, Philly is close enough. Like 7 hours is driving distance, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I think that's a lot easier for the promotion too. Just to pay gas money rather than worry about booking flights and all that shit. But I'm a road trip guy, man. Like I drove down to Vegas last summer and stayed there for a while. I drove to Philly and now I'm in Florida. Me and my girlfriend just drove down to Florida and we're gonna stay here for a bit. But I like it. I like being on the road. I just pack up all my shit. I leave. I can kind of control where I want to go. Like play it by ear. If I don't like where I'm at, I can go somewhere else. Like I'm in Florida right now. I was thinking maybe I could hit up Vegas while I'm in the States too. I just like the freedom of it.
Nice, man. Two things off of that. One, you like to gamble at all in Vegas, or what do you like to do in Vegas?
No, I'm not a gambler at all. What do I like to do in Vegas? I don't know. Train pretty much. There's a couple of gyms there that I really like, and there's a lot of people that I know. I just like going there to train. I like the weather, man. It's nice and warm and sunny all the time, which is great.
For sure. You like the warm weather then over like cold.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm pretty pumped that we're in Florida right now because I'm looking at the weather at home. We got like 2 feet of snow a couple weeks ago, and I think we're getting like another foot of snow this week. So yeah, I'm pretty happy to be in nice sunny Florida right now.
Yeah, prolong the trip home a little bit. So I
Yeah.
got a good one. I just was on Tapology and I saw that you're the number one ranked US fighter. Did you know that? US middleweight
Yeah,
fighter.
I saw that the other day too, actually.
Yeah, as well as Pennsylvania and I think like the Northeast in the US. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean that's great. You're getting your recognition and I still think you're like the top prospect out there, the names you fought and everything like that. You're a top prospect. So I guess what I wanted to ask you is well, first to get into it, how does like CFFC work in a way? Like are they one fight deals that you're doing or are you like tied to them for a certain amount of fights?
2 fight deal this time.
Okay. Are you able to say like whether or not you have another fight left or if you're going to be kind of checking out options and testing free agency or anything?
No, I have one fight left with them, but all of like regional team promotions or most of them, from my knowledge, will have a clause in the contract that if like Bellator or UFC or Contender Series offers you a fight, then you can get out of your contract for one of those promotions.
Okay, gotcha. Do you guys have any plans on like exploring that option or are you looking to get another fight in there and just kind of get a few more reps before landing in a big promotion?
No, man. I mean, if someone comes calling now, I would love that. I want to start making some real money and get my name out there a bit more. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Right on. So I guess you're just kind of waiting on them, but do you guys have any plans on reaching out yourselves?
Well, I don't take care of any of that. That's all my manager, right? So I
Okay.
haven't talked to him yet this week. I think he's kind of given me my vacation week to chill and not think about fighting too much. But I'm sure I'll be in touch with him soon, and we'll start talking about what's next.
Okay, for sure. Like goals for this year. You got to fight early on in January. So last
Hmm.
time we talked as well, the goal was a big promotion. Any like
Hmm.
small term goals this year to kind of help get you there?
I want to stay active, man. I think like 3 more fights this year would be great. Like I fought nice and early in the year, so it gives me plenty of time to get a few more in. So I want to do that.
Okay, so three more fights this year and then no real
Mhm.
injuries, right? So you're just probably going to hop back into training and stay ready for opportunities.
Exactly.
All right, cool, man. And then I guess talk about one last thing. I think I see her like in the mirror, but your girlfriend, I just wanted to give her credit
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about like her role she plays because I see you giving her a lot of thanks as well for helping you out and stuff like that. So I wanted to give you a chance to mention her.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. She kind of tags along with me everywhere I go. She works as like she's kind of like my manager on the road. Like when I'm cutting weight and focused on fighting and stressing out about everything, she keeps me level headed. She takes care of like a lot of bullshit that I don't want to take care of. Like we're trying to renew my passport right now, and she's helping me out with all that shit. Um, yeah, it's just you need the support, man. Like it's a hard sport, and I know I like have a teammate and stuff, but I can't expect like my coach or one of my buddies to be tagging along with me and helping me out with all this like paperwork and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, I hear you on that. It's definitely nice to have like good woman by your side while you're dealing with everything. And like you said, MMA and martial arts is a tough sport. The mental side to it, it's nice to have somebody there with you, right, to kind of go through everything with.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the time. Aaron Jeffery wants to fight 3 times this year. And he's open to, offers from Bellator and UFC if you guys come calling. So good luck with everything, Aaron, and congrats on the win again. I was stoked to watch you perform out there. You did a great job, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.